This is Jump and Shoot playing Indiana Jones and the Giant Egg. This is a Sonic like game, so we gotta talk about Sonic related things. So first of all, I'm fucking tired. I have been fucking tired. It is now July. It's freaking hot as hell now. I thought things were gonna be okay in June because it was still like high 70s, like, the usual 50, 60 degrees at night. It's like, okay, this summer might actually not actually be that bad. And then one day it wasn't okay. Oh, so I do have to collect medals this time. So Sonic related things. I don't know if I talked about season 1 of Sonic Prime, but I have been checking out Sonic Prime. But a while ago, I already finished season 1. Season 2 just came out like a couple days ago. I forgot. There we go. And is this death? No, it's not. Sonic Prime set up pretty much it was how I thought it was going to be, but a little bit less. Like, I from the previews I could tell that he was going to go across different like worlds, and then see like alternate versions of characters. I'm gonna see if I can get up there. And I was like, okay, that sounds cool. Shit. So I was like, okay, how far can they take this? So, the way they use the characters is very interesting. Because their personalities are fine, I guess, but outside of the first episode, they stop being who they are because you don't see them at all anymore. Because the plot of this the show is Sonic breaks this crystal that keeps all of reality together, and Eggman plans on this, so it's kind of all over the damn place. But the OG crew, like Sonic, Tails, Knuckles, Amy, and arbitrarily Rouge and Shadow. Can I not run up that? I guess not. They're kind of, their souls are broken in pieces, I guess. So when Sonic goes back to Green Hill Zone, it's like fragmented and broken, and the whole show is based around like crystals and shit. Yeah, I made it up here. And for each world, he has to get a crystal to keep from the bad guys. I don't know. Even I don't really know what's going on. But anyway, it's because Sonic is world hopping and he keeps finding new iterations of the characters. Their personalities kind of change for each one. So, for example, in one world, Amy's kind of like the lone wolf, and the rest of them are just kind of like idiots, looking for food or whatever. And then in another world, Amy is turned into a robot, which is actually kind of cool. It goes in like a pretty serious direction a little bit. And then everybody else is like in rebellion mode. It kind of does like their freedom fighter thing, like in the Sad AM show. I don't remember how to do the thing I need to do. Let's see. But it seems like it ups the stakes a little bit. Since characters can totally like just become mostly roboticized now again. And it was kind of cool for a little bit. But it started to lose me a little bit. Because every episode is directly connected to another. Which is not like weird. That's not the weird thing. But they all end in like a bad cliffhanger. And they're like the episodes are, oh shit, like 28 minutes long, but 7 of it is credits, so it's actually like 21 minutes long, and it's really annoying. I forgot to get that one done here. I do like how you can. Oh, I need to break these. I do like how you can kind of jump to wherever you want to go. I'm doing a really bad job, also. Anyway, I failed, so I'm doing it over again. Okay, so Sonic Prime. It's about Sonic. He's going across different worlds. He's trying to free pieces of the chaos thing. Everybody's different every time he goes to a different world, so he has to remind them who they are, and it's like really weird. Some characters change in a cool way, some characters don't. It is interesting seeing them try a show with multiple locations this time around, because the Sonic Boom, they only reuse like the same like 4. It was always like the city, the jungle, and then Eggman's base, and like that was it. I was like, that's all this show is. It's and I know it's like more comedy focused, which is fine, but it's not what I really want. If they're gonna make a Sonic cartoon, like the best one in my opinion, like tonally, with like a decent range of tones, was like the Sad AM version with like this, you know, the Snively Robotnik, and who else? You know, Sally Acorn. Pretty much like the Archie Comics cartoon. That's kind of the best like one in my opinion. And Sonic X was okay. I liked it when they adapted some of the games into the show. And maybe we're like, maybe I feel like I was, you know, watching the game. But Sonic Prime tries a much more original kind of, what the fuck? I was under that thing. Storyline, and that's cool. But what has been weird for me, oh, for fuck's sake. How does it weird to me is that, it originates all the characters as living on Green Hill, even though some of these characters are like from the Sonic Adventure 2 era. So they wouldn't be living in Green Hill. You know, they would like not. Can I make this please? No, I should be able to see the last one over there. Okay. Yeah, like Rouge and Shadow are, I associate with like the Station Square kind of era Sonic. So it's weird seeing them live in Green Hill Zone. That's like the foresty critter kind of area, I guess, is a way of putting it. But like I don't see Shadow just like naturally living here, and neither do I do Rouge. That's a little weird. Sonic's new voice actor just sounds just fine. I have no problems with it really. But yeah, the episodes start to repeat themselves. Like in season 1, he goes to a new place. He has to convince them, no, I'm on a different world. I'm your friend. So which means you have to listen to me now. And then antics ensue. Like he has to fight them all every single time. And I don't like the Chaos Council, which is just, it's a team of like 5 different Eggmans. Okay, so this is a fighting stage, which means I don't get to do the homing attack for some reason. What are my powers? Beep, 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 beep. Beep, 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 beep. Not enough energy. Okay. Can we get some energy in here, please? I don't like the Chaos Cancel. Okay, so there's Eggman tricks Sonic into breaking this thing, I guess. And then in the future, it's not the future, it's a different world. In a different world, there's just 5 different Eggmans. And there's like a baby one, a teenage one, like a weird art obsessed person one. His name, and I hate their names too. They're all like named Dr. Deep, Dr. Old. There's an old guy. And then there's like the main one, which it looks like Dr. Eggman, the OG, but he's completely different, and he's called like something else too. He's like Dr. Supreme or something. Like, what are these fucking assholes? What happened to if Sonic got transported to different worlds, what happened to the original Dr. Eggman? And my theory was, oh, he must have gotten split into 5 Dr. Eggman or something. I don't know. Oh, I died. I was trying to play the game and something dumb happened. So why can't I homing attack these guys? Anyway, yeah, I hate them. I don't like them. They're all very annoying. They banter, but like not in a cool or fun way. The baby says something stupid, and they're like, "Whoa, the baby is right about this one." And then the teenage one is just a brat. He's kind of an asshole. And then they're very one-note personalities, you know, which makes sense if they split. If Dr. Eggman somehow got split into 5 characters because of the prism thing at the beginning of the show. But I'm not sure if that's the case anymore. What is this level? It's just enemies after enemies. Like, okay, I get it. I don't remember which one is unblockable. Is it the red ones? Or probably the pink ones. It's always the pink ones, like in Cuphead. But anyway, they're all teaming up with each other to hunt down the chaos piece. Not the chaos pieces. It's like the shatter prism or some shit. I don't know. Okay, let's leave. That's a dash attack. Oh my god. Move your ass. Ugh. Alright, let's try something different this time. Let's try playing it safe. Oh, let's just use my heavy attacks. Like, there's no reason not to just use heavy attacks. Okay. So yeah, I heard from a mutual friend who was saying like it's interesting. It's just it doesn't feel like a Sonic cartoon, which yeah, I'm starting to kind of agree with. And in season 2, he just revisits those locations, and it has like a kind of a second act with them, where the Chaos Council infiltrates it and tries to like steal the crystal or some shit. The action sequences are okay, but overall I still think like the show is very limited in scope because of the nature of it being CG, and like they seem to want to just focus on the same 5 characters. Kind of like in Sonic Boom, like area, like the locations they have really don't feel populated at all, and the best they get is when they go to the evil, like the bad future zone, where everyone's like roboticized and it's like rebellion going on. That's like the Chaos Council's main home. So those are the location with the most people in it, you know. But when they show Sonic going to like the pirate land, it's just nothing but water. And I was like, how are these guys pirates if there's literally nothing else here? There's nothing to steal from. And then when they go to the jungle, it's just nothing but jungle. Like, it's so unpopulated. Like, if this were a level in a game, you'd be like, why is there no people here? It'd be like a level in Kingdom Hearts Dream Drop Distance. It's just, there's a lot of stuff in here, but there's kind of, like, it's a big place, but there's nothing here. Like, that's what Sonic Prime feels like overall. Like, it's a big looking show, but there's not a lot going on. And then there's this weird overarching theme about Sonic, like being just unpredictable and like not reliable. And Sonic feels like very subconscious about letting people down and stuff. Oh, I won, finally. Just like there's this running theme, pun intended, of him ruining things. Like in the first episode, he doesn't listen to everybody, and that's why he breaks the shard thing that holds the universes together. It's like, I don't want to say this. I hate saying this term. It's like trying to be Sonic Spider-Verse, where, oh no, the dimensions have been warped. Now he has to go to different universes where he's like not the hero. And then the characters have different roles now. But season 2 is just more. It's trying to carry a thing forward, but it's only got like 8 episodes per season, so I don't know what they're planning. Season 2 was about Sonic realizing from Shadow who was like stuck between dimensions. You know, it's funny. When you see that in season 1, Sonic's running through dimensions, and then Shadow just comes out of nowhere, and he's like, "Sonic, don't stop running!" And it just reminded me of like Flashpoint Paradox, where Barry is running through time, and then the alternate Barry is chasing behind him. He's like, "Barry, don't stop running!" And I'm imagining like, oh, what if Barry is running through time in the Speed Force, and Shadow is like, "Barry, don't stop running!" Like, I'm imagining that now. And oh shit. Yeah, season 2 is just about him realizing, oh, I just need to get the pieces back so I can bridge the dimensions together. Oh, for fuck's sake. And, I guess restore Green Hill is what he's trying to do. There's not a, like, implication as to what would happen if he did anything. Not, like, towards the very end. But, my theory is if he brings the universe back together, all universes go back to being the same universe, which I think is the problem? Question mark. Those are very slow moving fireballs. Yum. I'm not even like paying attention to the level. Like there's too many branching paths and oh shit, there's too many branching paths and things to just breeze past, so I don't feel like I'm doing anything. Ooh. This is okay, I like this. And I know it's not like, it's trying to not also just be a straight like line hallway, like a usual Sonic Forces stage, but I'm trying to play this fast, so I'm not paying attention to anything. I'm not paying attention to any of the shortcuts or anything. And that feels kind of bad. What happens if I go this way? Watch me say I'm not paying attention and then I take an alternate route. Do as I do, not as I do. That guy just died. Ah, fuck. Wait, I'm still alive. Can I make it? And I died. I could have made it if I just couldn't see in front of me. Oh, for fuck's sake, I'm behind here again. But yeah, he's going back in time. Not even time, but he's going between dimensions. He's trying to collect the pieces. And antics ensue. There's a Metal Sonic appearance, but it's not really Metal Sonic. The thing I equate to this is like, oh, it's kind of like the Robo Sonic in Sonic Boom, where he's actually a cyborg, and then they make like there's a robot Tails, Amy, and Knuckles. They're pretty much just the same except they're robots, and then they create this sky planet fully made of robots, and they don't like them being there because they finally liberated their robot selves. I don't know. Yeah, they don't like their real counterparts. And there's a robot Sticks too. Like that was like, what the fuck is happening? But in this one, Metal Sonic is just he's a metal copy. A metal copy. Hyper Metal Sonic. That's what you think. Yeah. That's what you think, but he's not really Metal Sonic. He's just a Robo Sonic. Haha. Strange, isn't it? I don't know. People seem there's a clip of him going around. People seem to not like him because they're like, "Oh God, this Metal Sonic talks. This is this show's Metal Sonic. I can't believe they did this to Metal Sonic." It's like they're not even the same character. It's not even like an interpretation. It's like an actual different character. So slow your roll, whoever is complaining about that. I was thinking, I hope he doesn't go the wrong way, because that would be very not nice. God, like, I feel like I'm playing well. I'm just not soaking anything in. I'm looking ahead. I'm making sure I don't pick like the wrong path. I'm looking for things to homing attack on. And actually, cell shields are. I didn't read what that said. But the climax of season 2 is very stupid. Actually, let me go back to season 1. Season 1 ends with Shadow taking Sonic through the data space, and that they're fighting. They seem to like showing Sonic and Shadow arbitrarily fighting for some reason. I don't really get it. I feel like after Sonic Adventure 2 and maybe Sonic Heroes, like just seeing them fight is a little bit pointless since he's been established as like an anti-hero now. So, and he's not like even completely evil. He just, I don't know what his deal is, but he seems to be like part of just Sonic's entourage now. So it's weird seeing them fight. And I really didn't like his portrayal in Sonic Boom. Like, there was no backstory about him. I don't even know what Sonic Prime like keeps that intact. Like, about how he's either an alien created by Black Arms, or he was created by Dr. Gerald Robotnik in the whole Bio-Lizard Ultimate Life Form thing. I don't even know if they keep any of that for Sonic Prime, but I know for a fact they just kind of dropped him in and started using him with like zero context in Sonic Boom. So it was like, what the fuck is happening? You just threw this character in with like no lore whatsoever. Like, Shadow has a pretty, I don't want to say complex, but he has a pretty weird role in Sonic games. But yeah, so season 1 ends with him fighting Sonic, and then he's like, okay, I fought you because I'm mad. Here's what we gotta do to save the Green Hill Zone. We gotta get the crystals, bring them back together, so everything goes back to normal. I don't know what this guy's deal is. He's just a guy. The Guardian. Whoever that is. Alright. Can't use my homing attack. Woo! 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 This guy is crazy. I tried to get out of that. Why didn't I jump? Oh my good golly gosh. What? This would be a lot better if I had a Keyblade. Like, seriously, come on. Okay. Alright then. I don't know if we're supposed to win. I hate shit like this. Just, is it a death or not? Oh my god. Why? What is the point of that? I hate shit like that. I hate it. You know what's funny? I was watching a escapist podcast where they were talking about something, and then one of the guys, Marty, he brings up El Shaddai. I fucking hated El Shaddai. That was the first disappointed game I ever bought on the PS3. I bought like 5 games. That was a disappointing purchase. Because I was playing the game kind of like that right just now. You run into a boss, and you're like, God, this guy's kind of hard, and you die, and it's a scripted death. There's like 5 scripted deaths in that game. Like, do you want me to win or not? Like, what the fuck? And then I was doing it here, just to tell me a story. Like, why even make that part playable? Just so I can lose. This included a large mansion and his personal security guard protecting his mansion for years. He stood patiently. Then his one eye open with his big old eye. And then, hey, close that big old eye. Stop looking at me with that big old eye. Until one day, a thief who looked like an ant showed up at the prison mansion. And then the guard rushed, and then he vaporized the ants. This is when the guard noticed something. He enjoyed the kill. He thought killing was cool. And from that day on, the guard looked for reasons to continue killing. Why aren't we playing as that guy? That guy sounds like he has an arc to do. He has like freaking Jack the Ripper Raiden arc from Metal Gear Rising. He looked for individuals who he deemed worthy of his punishment. Honestly, get rid of this Spark the Electric District guy. Make the Guardian game, and he just killed all these ants. I'm all for it. Fuck ants. Meanwhile, somewhere in a construction site, there was a mindless worker robot until one day, due to a stroke, he lost all of his limbs. Suddenly, the worker was finally awakened, now fully conscious. He tried to communicate with his fellow workers, but nobody listened. I'm skipping this. You make me play a scripted death, and then you lore dump on me? What the fuck, Sparky Electric Jester 3? Come on. I'm not done talking about Sonic Prime, so I'm still playing. Alright. Let's do a little mission. Season 2, he's going across the dimensions, the same worlds again, to get their crystal and bringing them back to Green Hill Zone. And then he's also warning everybody, hey, the Chaos Council's coming, you better watch yourself. And then for like 5 episodes, he's just running around. I guess that's what he does, so I can't be that mad. I thought those were giving me, and they do, never mind. Okay, so the problem with the range attack is that you can't move during it. Oh, Jesus. Oh my god. Okay. Well, great. Now I don't know where to go. Oh shit, is this water? Okay. Yeah, so, yeah, for that amount of episodes, it's just like a chase scene between him and the Chaos Council, the Eggman dudes. And then, by the end of the episode, he ends up losing it. So he's just running around and then pretty much losing all the things. So I'm like, okay, was that it? That whole episode was just him running around and then losing the MacGuffin. And that happens like 4 times, and he goes to the final world, which is the Chaos Council again. Like the Freedom Fighter Rebellion Zone. I don't even know what it's called. Oh, it's called Yoke. But it in the subtitles it spelled it as Y-O-K-E. I was like, oh, shouldn't it be Y-O-L-K City? Like, because they're egg people? And it's not. And I was really upset. I was like, that's dumb. But yeah, it ends with him figuring out a way to get back to Green Hill Zone and put the crystals back in place. And then there's a final showdown with Sonic, Shadow, and the Egg People. They're all fighting each other. And it's like, oh, this is alright. And then the main Eggman does something stupid as fuck. He's like, alright. Oh, actually, okay. Sonic manages to use the Chaos Crystals and turn into, like, Prism form, Light Dash Sonic. I don't know what you call it. He turns into Shatter Sonic. And he can just kind of, like, do instant transmission everywhere, and he glows rainbow colors like when Mario gets a star in Mario Galaxy. Like, that's what he does. That's the power. And then the Eggmans are like, oh shit, we better up our game. And then, yeah, the main Eggman, he summons a giant Eggman, like the OG Eggman from the beginning of the show. He summons a giant one who's all glowing and shit. It's like, that's it? They just, not even like a giant new Death Egg robot design. He just makes a giant Eggman? That's stupid as fuck! That is incredibly stupid. Alright, I'm gonna get some distance and use my super cool thing. I wish you could, like, cancel it or something. I keep thinking he's gonna melee me, but he doesn't. Okay. Stop. I don't want to be hit by things. Oh, and this is the last episode, so I was like, okay, they gotta wrap this up now, though, right? This is the end of season 2. Oh, Jesus Christ. Property 45 property damage. What was that? Oh, is that like I think that's like a parody of the little score things you get when you do actions in Sonic Adventure 2. Like when you kill an enemy and make a jump or jump off a rail or something, it would be like Jammin' or Radical or stuff like that. I think that's what that's parodying. So yeah, man, I don't like using the D-pad to attack anything. But that's how the show ends. Sonic goes like hyper mode, kind of, almost. Shit. Do I have a thing that increases my attack? I just ran into the arrow. That slow moving ass arrow. No. I think that's gives me attack speed. Or attack something, power, I don't know. Shit, dude. Oh my god, were you just... Okay. It's been a really long time. Okay, there's the goal. I was about to say, that hasn't been a checkpoint in a while. Okay. And then, over the course of the show, Sonic meets this character called Nines, who's an alternate version of Tails, who's maybe kind of evil. He's definitely like an anti-hero-esque, but he makes friends with Sonic through his feminine wiles. And his deal is, he has like a tragic backstory. Since Sonic was never there to be his friend and like cheer him up when he became an angsty person, and just he built 6 more robot Tails, and then instead of calling himself Tails, he became Nines. So he's like an edgy robot hybrid cyborg thing. He just wants to live with Sonic and only Sonic, which is kind of weird. On this like void dimension where nothing exists. It's like, oh, we could just make a home here and start over. Like, that's a weird thing for a child robot to say to a hedgehog. We could just start a new life and repopulate the world. And then Sonic says, but we're both dudes, Tails. That's not gonna work. And then Nines whips out his robot vagina that he constructed, and he says, see, it all work out, and here's a prosthetic for your wiener. Well, we're getting a little too weird with the jokes, so I'm gonna put a stop to that right now. And yeah, I rolled my fucking eyes when I saw the giant Eggman. I have no idea what they're planning for season 3. And I'm wondering if it's like a Cuphead show deal, because if because it is also a Netflix show. I'm wondering. Oh, you know what? The writer strike might affect this too. The writer strike might have affected both season 2 also, but gosh, I don't know. I don't know what's going on for season 3. They gotta wrap it up pretty soon. Like, they can't be more. They've already explored each world. They've already set up like the end of the show. Like, he's almost done. He collected all the things. Nine's the evil tails. He runs off with all the Chaos Emeralds, or the Shatter Emerald, so he has to go chase after him again. And that's where that ends. I don't know what's going on with the Chaos Council. I still don't like them. I don't know what can fix them. Other than, like, I want to see the original Eggman and combine and be like, what the fuck are you guys doing? I'm the real Eggman. You're just a shameless. I can't believe you're comparing yourselves to me. You're not even good enough to be my fakes. There's also the new robot the robot Sonic, who I think is kind of broken still. I don't know if they ever fixed him at all, but they might fix him or bring him back for season 3. I'm not sure I like these levels. I don't like beat 'em ups anymore. So just an entire level like this is kind of dumb to me. This is not what I want to be doing in a Sonic game. TBH, IDK my BFF Jill. Ugh. Especially in like a repetitive like engine like this. Like, all you can really do is just mash the light button and then move out of the way. You can parry some things, but parrying is like not reliable. Especially when they all bunch up together like this. You can't like focus on one enemy. Ugh. And they all have like different attacks to do. Like, they have the unblockable, the blockable, the range unblockable, the range blockable. Like, there's too many things to look for. Like, they just gotta attack or not. Like, ugh. Not for this. Not for this. Not for this. I might like it in like a more action-oriented game, like a Platinum game, or an action RPG or something. But not for this. Not for this. Yeah, like that guy, he melee his attacks. And I don't know what that guy did, but I can't barely pay attention to what most of them are doing because they're all right next to each other. Okay, that guy shoots the arrows. Those guys have swords and a gun, so they can do either or thing. Okay, that was the sword. I should have been able to see that. And those guys have clearly like blaster arms, but they're getting close to me. They're not like trying to shoot me from a distance. Okay, and they're melee focused, I guess. Oh my god, dude. Then, you know, in season 1, they used to do like fun little visual gags. Like, they would show, I think I did talk about this. In season 1, they would kind of show like little video game, like 2D fantasies that Sonic would have. And kind of a lot like the Mega Man show, which is also Man of Action. Where they were just so Sonic having like these little fantasies in a different, like, an actual video game style. Like a mock Genesis kind of style. And they stopped doing that. There was none of that in season 2. So I'm not sure what happened there. Christ. And, like, can I parry the range attacks? I don't know. I don't want to find out. I just want to get up in your face and kill you. This is... Oh my god. So what am I supposed to do? Just come back here after I've leveled up my melee speed and melee damage and all that shit? Like, this is just taking forever otherwise. Christ. And I was almost done. But still, that was like 7 minutes. And it was 2:26 minutes even. That's like almost 7. Anyway, Sonic Prime is weird. It wasn't as interesting as I thought it'd be. But it's not terrible. It's just weird. Honestly, I wish more of it took place in the Future Zone. Like I already said. Like, just do the Freedom Fighter thing, but he goes to another world, and he's trying to get back to Green Hill. Cut out all the Pirate Zone, the Jungle Zone, the whatever. Just you're not doing more than the 3, so who cares? But I guess I don't want to be too mean.